WOGO Sports. This is Caleb Swenson, joined by Dave Check, Alan Dunham, roaming the sidelines. WOGO Radio and the WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube. Our camera operator is Sam Aberley. And Dawson Halverson back in the WOGO studios. And Hallie, it's a warm summer evening here in late August, Dave Check, but it's good to be back to football.
Yes, it is. I know you like to say that this would be a beautiful day, and it really is a beautiful day for doing a lot of things summer. This is not my favorite kind of weather for football. The kids are going to be kind of hot out there, but it is a beautiful day for the fans. Get your T-shirts out and short sleeves on and watch a good game of football.
Just a fantastic complex here. Thank you to Dave Hauser, Athletic Director for Stevens Point. Of course, we're on the campus of the University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point, and a great place to play football. And there have been a lot of memorable games here at Goerke Field before. Thinking of a couple. One where Chi-Hi came up just short on one of maybe the best Chi-Hi football team we've ever had in 2015. And then another one in an overtime thriller where they went for two and gambled and won here against the same Stevens Point team. So a lot of certainly memorable events have happened between the lines.
Yeah, exactly. This field, not just this field, but Stevens Point in general. I was just talking to the family about how a lot of Chi-Hi teams have ended their tournament run here, and obviously the 2015 wasn't against Stevens Point. It was against Homestead in the fourth round, but nonetheless, it still ended here at Stevens Point.
We are going to take a 3-minute break and be back with the newly inducted Hall of Fame head coach Chuck Rakovich. I think the actual induction is next week, but again, the accolades continue to pile up for Coach Rako as he is back at the helm of this Chi-Hi football team with a lot of new faces. 40 seniors graduated, 18 seniors on this year's squad, only 5 returning starters, 2 on offense and 3 on defense. We'll chat more about that as we go along, but we're back in 3 minutes. This is Chi-Hi football. Welcome back to football on WOGO Sports.
We see your determination to achieve big things. You're on the path to being one of the all-time greats. It's time to add the best of the best in banking to your crew. That's us. Whether you're securing a top home loan or taking the lead among your competition, Nicolet Bank is your dream team. Let's team up to reach your financial goals. Visit NicoletBank.com. Real people, real conversations. Nicolet Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
I'm Jack Strand, and I've partnered with the Czech Law Office. As a quarterback for Bloomer and now at a Division II college, I have learned the importance of having a solid team on your side. Athletics has also taught me the importance of leadership, community, and dedication. These are the same skills that Attorney Czech brought to the Chippewa Valley and built his firm around 25 years ago. Community has been a big part of that process, and Attorney Czech served as president of both the YMCA board as well as the school board. The Czech law firm model has always been teamwork. Don't hesitate to join our team.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation, residential, commercial, or industrial. Choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Looking for a little more comfort in your life? Call the experts at Kurth Heating and Cooling, your local employee-owned factory-authorized carrier dealer. Kurth technicians are the authorities at getting peak performance from your heating and cooling system. You could even find yourself saving money on your energy bill. They work on most brands of equipment, so call Kurth first. They have ways of making you very comfortable. Turn to the experts, Kurth Heating and Cooling.
To help simplify life, people are looking to their homes for more comfort and enjoyment. New home builders as well as remodelers are completing their bathroom projects in style with luxury shower doors from White City Glass. 3/8 or half-inch shower doors from White City Glass offer a quality that is evident, making shower time more relaxing any day of the week. Are you ready for luxury, style, and relaxation? Make the right choice for your shower doors. See White City Glass today.
Great players may get headlines, but it takes teamwork to win championships. And when it comes to your family's dental health, Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin have created a championship team at Wynn Family Dentistry. Wynn Family Dentistry is proud to be a part of our Chippewa Falls community and wishes all our Chi High and McDonald student athletes a safe and successful season. Go Cards and Go Max from Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin at Wynn Family Dentistry in Chippewa Falls.
Welcome back to Chi High Cardinals Football 2025 edition here on WOGO Radio and the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube. Cardinals on the road at Stevens Point, Goerke Field to start their 2025 campaign. And Coach, notable last season of this season, 40 seniors graduated. There's a lot of new faces, 5 returning starters. I know that's led to a lot of competition in practice.
Well, it has, and it's something that us as coaches are really not used to. This hasn't happened for quite some time where we've lost so many starters. So and basically we've got 5 kids with considerable varsity experience coming back this year, and it's different.
What's the message to the team when a lot of the guys haven't seen a lot of time underneath the lights like this? Obviously, very successful freshman and JV teams last year, and a lot of guys moving up to take that next step.
Well, that's important. Our younger kids have had success, so they know what success is. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about them knowing what success is. What I'm more concerned with is, hey, how are we going to handle it if things don't go the way we want it to go? You know, because them younger kids aren't used to that.
Coach, it never gets easy in the Big Rivers Conference, and then, of course, coming over here to Stevens Point, you've got a battle on your hands, but, man, looking forward to a great football game. It's great to be back to it.
Yeah, it is. It is, Caleb. It's good to see you again talking football and being on the sideline, and let's go.
Congratulations on the Hall of Fame as well, Coach. Well-deserved.
Yeah, well, if you do something long enough, somebody will make you a plaque. That's all there is to it.
We'll talk to you after the game. That's head coach Chuck Rakovich here on WOGO Sports, your home for Chi High football.
On the court, the field, and the ice, leaders stand out. They innovate, inspire, and win at the highest level. And at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, they are the unquestioned leaders in orthopedic, brain, and spine care. Whether it's surgery to get your athlete back in the game or managing chronic pain so you can enjoy life again, call Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Altoona and Chippewa Falls, with a new and improved clinic and surgery center now open in Rice Lake. Book your appointment at cvosm.com.
Winning. A rush of exhilaration. Winning. The triumph of victory. Winning. Bringing home what you've always wanted.
Hey, bidder. Don't delay. Bid today at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction. We sell anything and everything from vehicles, heavy equipment, collectibles, and more. WisconsinSurplus.com. Auctions run 24/7. Bid, buy, and sell with Wisconsin Surplus. Be a winner.
From businesses to homes, rental properties to ATVs, think Mauer Sperry Insurance in Chippewa Falls. Family run for 4 generations, Mauer Sperry Insurance is one of the oldest insurance agencies in the country, with coverage you can count on from a local team you trust. As an independent insurance agency, we find the companies that best fit your family's needs and budget. Based in Chippewa Falls, Mauer Sperry Insurance Agency, protecting people, empowering businesses. Learn more and get a quote at MauerINS.com.
I'm Luke Lucier.
And I'm Dana Lucier.
And at Peterson Volker Funeral Chapel and Cremation Services, we are honored to serve our Chippewa Falls community.
In life's hardest times, we are there for you and your family. No one should walk through grief alone.
At Peterson Volker, we know that every life is unique.
Which is why we create a personalized service to honor their legacy.
Compassion and kindness in the moments you need it most.
Learn more at petersonvolker.com.
That's petersonvolker.com.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Choice & Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Choice & Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Choice & Ford.
Chi-High Football 2025 kicks off tonight on WOGO Sports. Caleb Swenson, Dave Check, Alan Duffy, your WOGO Sports broadcast crew. Dawson Halverson, our audio engineer back at the WOGO studios in Halley. On-site video producer is Mr. Sam Aberley, as we are on radio and video tonight. WOGO Radio on Facebook. Would urge you to subscribe to the free WOGO Sports YouTube channel to watch tonight's game live from Stevens Point. And the Spash Panthers taking the field now. Again, great battle last year, opening game of the season at DeRay between these two teams, Dave Check. And Spash jumped out to a 14-7 lead in that game. But Chi-High, after halftime, again, it was 14-7 at halftime, Chi-High outscored the Panthers the rest of the way, 29-7. It was, I wouldn't say shocking, but maybe a little unexpected how well the Cards played in that game.
Yeah, and Stevens Point wound up finishing second in their conference last year, 5-2 overall, 6-4 overall, 5-2 in the conference. It's really hard for us to say by looking at last year anything about this year, so we really don't have a whole lot to talk about because we don't know either team. But we do know a couple of things, and we know we lost a lot of speed on offense. We can talk about that. Stevens Point also looks like they lost their quarterback, who was leading or second in the conference, Chardonnay. He also was their second or the third leading rusher in conference, so they lost him, and I think they lost their number one rusher. It was over 1,000-yard rusher too. So both of these teams were competitive last year with each other, and both graduated quite a bit. So we really have a clean slate here. Who knows what's going to happen?
It's time for the Toyson Ford Keys to the Game, brought to you by the dealer where you'll find a friend Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls. With so many unknowns, what would you say is a key tonight for the Cards?
Well, I think the Cardinals got to get kind of used to the coaching staff that they have and the players that they have. We have kind of a new system here. We always had the Berger defense keeping track there, but now we got Nick Bowl back from Oconto Falls, so he's going to be there with Hutzler calling the plays. Hutzler added some youth and some passing action. Bobo's got that stability that he brings from Oconto Falls. I think it's going to be exciting, but it's going to be very interesting to see how they mesh and what they're allowed to do.
Your Toyson Ford Keys to the Game, brought to you by the dealer where you'll find a friend Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls.
Hi,
WOGO, Halley Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls.
Member of the Czech Law Office
We're back
team.
in 3.
As a former Chi-High and college quarterback and now a Division.
Great players may get headlines, but it takes teamwork to win championships. And when it comes to your family's dental health, Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin have created a championship team at Wynn Family Dentistry.
Wynn Family Dentistry is proud to be a part of our Chippewa Falls community and wishes all our Chi-High and McDonald student athletes a safe and successful season.
Go Cards and go Max from Dr. Daniel Wynn and Dr. Annie McLaughlin at Wynn Family Dentistry in Chippewa Falls.
Winning. A rush of exhilaration. Winning. The triumph of victory. Winning. Bringing home what you've always wanted.
Hey, bidder, 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 bidder. Don't delay. Bid today at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction. We sell anything and everything from vehicles, heavy equipment, collectibles, and more. WisconsinSurplus.com. Auctions run 24/7. Bid, buy, and sell with Wisconsin Surplus. Be a winner.
Hi, I'm Holly Bovey from Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. My husband and I are lifelong residents of Chippewa Falls, and as Chi-High alumni, we are proud to support all Chippewa Falls athletics and activities. Chippewa Falls really is a great place to live, work, and raise a family. I've been helping people buy and sell houses in Chippewa Falls for over 25 years. If you are ready to make a move, call or text me at 715-577-HOME. You can also find me on Facebook or at hollybovey.com.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Location. It's very important. But what happens when you can't get to the glass repair shop to fix your windshield? Call White City Glass. They'll come to you. It doesn't matter if you're in Abbotsford, Arcadia, Rice Lake, or Hudson, or any place in between. They've installed thousands of windshields in thousands of places for 50 years. They know what they're doing. It's your car. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you insist on White City Glass.
White City Glass.
Building a
a custom home can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be. At Ashley Construction, we make the process seamless and enjoyable. With 3D drafting, thoughtful design, accurate estimates, and expert guidance from start to finish, we take the stress out of building your dream home. Our innovative processes and the latest technology ensure a fun and rewarding experience. Our talented team of experts is dedicated to creating your high-quality custom home. Enjoy the full design build experience right here in the Chippewa Valley. Contact Ashley Construction today to get started.
Chi-High football on WOGO Sports. Good to have you with us. Goerke Field, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Your Chippewa Falls Cardinals last year 6-4 against the 6-4 Stevens Point Panthers, but both teams 0-0. It's a fresh slate, a brand new season, and what a game we have to start off the 2025 slate, Dave.
Yeah, and it's nice for the teams to be able to meet. It counts as a non-conference game. Get a little idea on what that crossover game is going to look like, what kind of strength that conference has. So, the coaches aren't looking at this obviously as a game that's do or die, but you get to learn a lot about your team. And this is a good time to find out who can play for you.
Kickoff is in 1 minute on WOGO. Hallie Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. We're back in 60 seconds.
Location. It's very important. But what happens when you can't get to the glass repair shop to fix your windshield? Call White City Glass. They'll come to you. It doesn't matter if you're in Abbotsford, Arcadia, Rice Lake, or Hudson, or any place in between. They've installed thousands of windshields in thousands of places for 50 years. They know what they're doing. It's your car. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you insist on White City Glass.
White City Glass.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Well, the kickoff, and good to have you with us here on WOGO Sports. Is everyone raring to go? They'll even start a little bit early if you're watching on our live video stream. Stevens Point returns the opening kick just past the 35-yard line. In fact, they'll mark the knee down at the 35, and that's where the Panthers will start 1st and 10 with a brand new quarterback under center. And that's Trent Breitbach, 6 foot, 195-pound sophomore. Twin receivers left and right for Breitbach. He's back to pass, goes left side, leaning out at the 40-yard line, not quite able to haul it in, as Johnny Ananitis, 5'10", 180-pound junior.
Pass was there. He wasn't going to go any further after he caught it. Would have been about a 4-yard gain, maybe 5, but could not quite hang on.
The sun is beating down here on Goerke Field and shining right in our eyes as well, too, as we will anxiously await the lights coming on here at Goerke. 2nd and 10. Breitbach again with 4 wide. Man in motion right to left. Jet sweep look. Breitbach going to keep it himself right up the middle. 40-45 and a yard shy of midfield as the sophomore will move the chains for the Panthers.
To the 49 for a 14-yard gain. That was a nice run. Looks like we might have had a little bit of a stunt on because the middle kind of separated wide open.
As we go down to Alan Dunham for the first time. Alan, again, a lot of new faces for this Chi-High roster.
Yeah, talking to the coaches, they're learning a lot, just like kind of we are about their team and how they're gonna respond. A lot of these guys are first-time starters.
5 starters returning, 3 of them on defense, and then 2 on the offensive line for the Cards. Breitbach with 3 receivers, all split to the left. He's rolling out to his left. Going to heave it deep down the left side. Got a man open, caught inside the 20-yard line, down to the 18 before being barreled out of bounds by Owen Hediger, leading returning tackler for Chi-High.
Looks like Braden Rundstrom on the defense there must have got tied up and fell down as he was on the ground when the receiver made his turn, taking it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
And Allen, an on-target pass there from Breitbach.
You know, I missed your pregame, but a lot of this is going to be their passing game against our run game.
Breitbach from the shotgun, twin receivers to the right. First handoff of the game, right up the middle, spinning inside the 10-yard line is Calvin Roth. He's a 6-foot sophomore, 185-pounder. And with the graduation losses for the Panthers, they've got some underclassmen moving up into varsity roles and looking pretty solid so far. No score, 10.5 minutes to go. Opening quarter, opening possession. 2nd down and 2 from the 9-yard line of Chi-High. Breitbach from the gun. Flares it out right side, got a man on the 10-yard line, spun down at the 5, now spinning loose to the end zone, touchdown Stevens Point. 6-0 Panthers with 10-12 to go here in the opening quarter.
It's about as efficient of offensive production as you can be. I think that's going to make our defense pretty hot and mad about what happened. Let's see if they can turn that around.
So a 9-yard touchdown pass from Breitbach to open the scoring. Looking for the traditional point after. Early movement on the left side of the line for Spash. Were they induced by Chi-High? And it will be a false start on Stevens Point. We'll back them up 5 yards. Well, if you have a need for anything glass, a new mirror quality shower doors, a new windshield, call the glass leaders, White City Glass. Not 2 minutes into the opening frame, Chi-High finds themselves down by 6, possibly 7, pending the 5-yard deeper PAT. The kick splits the uprights. It is 7-0 Stevens Point. We'll step out and be back in 60 seconds. This is Chi-High football on the road at Spash on WOGO Sports.
Building a custom home can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be. At Ashley Construction, we make the process seamless and enjoyable. With 3D drafting, thoughtful design, accurate estimates, and expert guidance from start to finish, we take the stress out of building your dream home. Our innovative processes and the latest technology ensure a fun and rewarding experience. Our talented team of experts is dedicated to creating your high-quality custom home. Enjoy the full design build experience right here in the Chippewa Valley. Contact Ashley Construction today to get started.
Whether it's home ice, home field, or home court, every team knows the advantage of playing at home. And when your real estate search needs that extra boost as well, call me. Hi, I'm Holly Bovey from Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors. And for 25 years, I've been helping families find their homes right here in Chippewa Falls and the surrounding communities. Put my experience to work for you. Buying or selling, it pays to have that home team advantage. Call me anytime at 715-577-HOME or find me at hollybovey.com.
Welcome back to Chi-High football on WOGO Sports. Chi-High to receive a kickoff for the first time. Left-footed boot all the way back to the 4-yard line. Straight ahead, the 10, the 15, angling across the 20, and hit by a storm of black jerseys there. Stevens Points in the black tops, black bottoms with the white numerals and the red piping, matte black helmets with the SP insignia. Chi-High resplendent in their traveling white uniforms, tops and bottoms, with the black numerals, red piping, red accents on the pants, and the matte black helmets with the CF in red on the side. New players all across this Chi-High offensive lineup, other than the stalwarts on the left side. Noah King at left tackle, Carson Parker at left guard. Talk more about them as the broadcast goes on. Schultz at quarterback, 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. The junior from the gun calls for the ball. He's going to take it along left end at the 20-yard line. Schultz to the 25. He's loose to the 30. Steps out of bounds in front of his own sideline. Talon Schultz, the 5'7", 150-pound speedster, the junior. Shout out to his grandpa, Rick, who was very excited for our coverage this year. Rick from New Richmond, looking forward to meeting him at a few of the games this year. Talon moves the chains.
31, looks like an 11-yard gain for Talon, and a good first play to get him some confidence under center there now.
So 1st and 10, Chi-High from the 31-yard line, their side of the 50. Schultz the flip to his right back, following those big fellas on the left side, bashing across the 40-yard line up to maybe the 42. Jalen Smith. Jalen actually 5'11", 180-pound senior, the leading returning receiver for Chi-High. I believe he had 16 catches, if memory serves, 209 yards and a score, thanks to Brandon Berg of the Chippewa Herald for those stats. And so leading returning receiver, but starting out the backfield at that left wingback position. From the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 once again. 2 plays for Chi-High, 2 first downs. Give off the left side. That is Schiltz actually on the keeper this time, and Schiltz darts across midfield to the 49. So no first down on the 3rd play of the drive, but still a gain of 8.
That snap got bobbled, and he picked it up off the turf and got out of it what he could.
Looks like they're going to give him 9 yards on that play, so officially the shortest run of the year.
Well, that shows some athleticism under center when you can have a broken play and still turn it into 9. Chi-High leading 7-0. Early movement on the right side of the line. They might get Luke Thompson with that.
You know, Schiltz is actually a pretty good quarterback with his size for this offense that tries to use a lot of misdirection and hiding what's going on back there. But behind that offensive line, I don't think you can even see him back there.
I mean, speaking of hiding, again, Noah King, 6'7", maybe 6'8", depending on who you ask, 235. And then Carson Parker, 6'5", 300, a pair of seniors on the right side. Chi-High will be backed up 5 yards, 2nd and 6.
And then stacked behind him, 5'7", 150-pound Talon Schultz.
And again, with thanks to the Chippewa Herald, King and Parker going to Minnesota Duluth is King, and Minnesota State Mankato, Carson Parker. D2 commits for next year. Chi-High trailing 7-0, 8:45 and counting to go opening quarter. 2nd and 6, give to Jalen Smith, picking his way back across midfield. He'll be barreled down near the 49-yard line, so Chi-High back where they were a down ago. It'll now be 3rd and 1.
5 back, good move.
Maybe we'll see the short yardage game for Chi-High. Keep your finances on track with Royal Credit Union. RCU accounts come with smart tools like a mobile app that helps you stay in the know and stick to your goals. Open your account at rcu.org or any office insured by NCUA. 3rd and 1 for the Cards. 49-yard line of Stevens Point. Just over 8 minutes to go opening quarter. Trailing 7-0. Double wing formation. Give right up the middle to the B-back. Pushing his way forward to the 47-yard line. I believe that was Luke Zenner. Zenner, first time we've called his name, 6', 210-pound fullback. Senior, am I correct in assuming that that's Adam Zenner's son?
It would appear. He's a junior, and I'll tell you, I see his name up on the weight room when I'm in there. He is a very strong kid, one of the strongest we've had in the last 5 or 6 years.
Shout out to the Netties, Chi-High strength and conditioning coaches. They're doing a phenomenal
That's
job.
exactly right.
Flip left side. Evading a tackle in the backfield, but stormed under is Colin Clary, 6'2", 185-pound senior. Standout punter, standout linebacker. Getting some action in the backfield that time, but lost a yard, maybe 2. 2nd and 12 coming up.
The 4th member of the Chi-High football team so far to rush the ball, doing a good job of mixing it. Have not seen a pass yet. Is now the time.
2nd and 12 from the 48-yard line of Stevens Point. Cardinals trailing by a touchdown. 7:09 and counting, 1st quarter. Schiltz, give right up the middle. There's a little running room inside the 40-yard line. Barreled down at the 36, and very close to a first down is Zenner.
Oh, that power that I was talking about right there. Hit him with the speed, come back with the power.
Alan, I have to say, in this Chi-High offense, when it is rolling, it means that your fullback is rolling, and we've seen it throughout the years. When you have a fullback that can just bowl people over like Zenner did there, this offense can really start humming.
And they're going to give them 12 because they're going to count that as a first down. They're moving the chains, so the ball's going to sit at the 36-yard line, first down, 12 yards after that run.
6.5 minutes to go first quarter, excuse me. Ball came loose inside the 35, and Stevens Point says they have it. We'll see if the officials agree.
I think that was Colin Clary. He never quite got the handoff. The ball bobbled
right off. Stevens Point football.
Excuse me, I said Colin Clary. I meant Zenner. I believe that was Zenner. Never really got the handoff.
And Alan, we've just had a couple miscues in the backfield. Otherwise, a pretty impressive first drive for the Cards.
This is exactly what they were hoping for. Coaches knew it was going to be tough to stop this offense, and so you're hoping your offense controls the clock, keeps the Stevens Point offense off the field. But this is something, obviously, we've talked about all the time, is that turnovers really kill you.
So Trent Breitbach, who already has a 9-yard touchdown pass for the game's only score, back in the gun for Stevens Point. The sophomore takes a waist-high snap. Under pressure, going to heave it deep down the middle of the field, threw it up for grabs, and there might be a little bit of a argument for a flag from the Stevens Point faithful. But
well, that was a short pass. He had him beat by about 2 yards. Number 12 there for Stevens Point. Number 12 is Johnny Anitis, it looks like. 5'10", 180-pound. Had him beat. But
and it's always tough as a DB, and so it's nice to see the official not throw the flag there. I believe it was Hediger on the coverage, and so the ball's underthrown, and sometimes it can almost reward the offense for that when they're both fighting for the ball, and the receiver tries to go through the body of the defender. Give off the left side, 30, 35, 40, cutting inside the numbers up to the 44, maybe the 45-yard line. Stevens Point moves the chains. That was Zach Ellinger, 5'10", 155-pound sophomore. Another one of these promising sophomores from Stevens Point. And head coach Ryan Eisenberg.
Another 12-yard gain, and this offense is going to be giving the Chi-High defense quite a bit of fits tonight.
Calvin Roth now into the backfield. He gets the call. He's hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss of half a yard. See who to credit for that one. I definitely saw number 45, Brigham Garrett's, the 6'2", 210-pound junior linebacker in the backfield. 5:45 to go here first half. Chi-High still trailing 7-0.
Stevens Point still averaging 8.5 yards a carry, even with that loss of 1 given.
2nd and 11. When you look at the stats from last year, Chi-High very adept at creating havoc in the backfield. 57 tackles for loss, 15 sacks. But again, just 3 defensive starters returning. Flip right side, that's Roth being pursued in the backfield. Chi-High trying to chase him down. They'll roll him down at the 45-yard line, up to the 46.
Credit to, looks like Race Pelichek, linebacker, 6'2", number 4 for Chi-High. Did a good job from that linebacker position, turning the play in to let the other guys cover. But now again, this is going to be that passing down for Stevens Point that we haven't done a good job of stopping them yet.
And Alan, I'm sure Coach Berger loves that team pursuit from his defense on that run by Roth.
Yeah, they're going to be rotating a few guys through, trying to keep them fresh. And this is a team that you've got to get after their quarterback because they're going to try to throw a majority of the downs.
Breitbach.
We got a timeout.
We'll call a timeout. We'll step out and be back in 60 seconds before a big 3rd and long. Stevens Point and Chi-High, 4:37 to play in the first quarter, 7-0 Spash. We're back in 60 seconds. This is Chi-High football on WOGO Sports.
20 below. Foot of snow. What? Oh, man. A dream?
If you're daydreaming about blizzards because your air conditioning just can't keep up, call Wurzgala Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. The pros from Wurzgala can turn that blazing hot home cool and comfortable. Call 839-0707 or go to wurzgala.com.
Metropolis Resort is turning 20, and we're celebrating all summer long. Special park deals, hotel deals, weekly giveaways, and one epic grand prize you won't believe. We're giving away a car. Learn more about our 20-year celebration at metropolisresort.com and help us celebrate 20 years in the Chippewa Valley all summer long.
We apologize, folks. Officials brought the action back from timeout in half the time they normally give. Chi-High stopped Stevens Point, but now on 4th down, Stevens Point, a throw out to the left and running for a first down and a lot more. That's number 14, Isaac Yang, 5'10", sophomore. Again, the wide receiver hit out in the flat on 4th and 4. Races into Chi-High territory to the 29-yard line.
Looks like Gavin Schultz had a chance on that one, just couldn't quite make the play. Might have been pretty close. Yeah, we brought it back really quick from that timeout. Not only did we have a 3rd down play, but they hustled back to the line without allowing us to switch on defense and got a 20-yard gain on 4th down.
So 1st and 10 from the Chi-High 29. Empty backfield. Roth in motion left to right. He gets the give on the jet sweep, and he is piled under back at the 34-yard line.
That's a play,
what
45, Brigham Garrett's.
Oh, my goodness.
All
Garrett
6'2",
just
210 pounds of him.
crushed it. And that's a positive play for Chi-Hi's defense, Alan. That's been back on its heels a little bit after that 3rd and 4th down sequence.
Yeah, Coach Berger bringing a blitz there, and that's when you call the exact right play call in that situation. He did a great job getting through the line and making a hit. The running back had a bobble there. I was hoping for a fumble, but good play by the defense.
You never know. That play might end up being the Maurer Sperry Insurance highlight of the week. Look for that on our WOGO social media channels.
So far, so good. Looks like we got a false start called.
That could make a 2nd and 14, a 2nd and 19. Back to the 38-yard line. 2:53 to play here in the first half. So WOGO Sports, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and now on TikTok. And look for the Maurer Sperry Insurance highlights of the week, brought to you by Maurer Sperry Insurance in Chippewa Falls.
You know, Stevens Point's offensive passing game hasn't really been all that on target tonight, but they're throwing those short passes out in the flats, and the receivers are doing a good job of making some plays out of it.
Right back from the gun. Twin receivers right. Delayed give keeps himself right up the middle. He's got a crease, spun down inside the 30-yard line, back near the original line of scrimmage at the 29. So got about 10, 3rd and 10. Again, we've seen Coach Eisenberger with no hesitation go for it on 4th down near midfield. Compassion and kindness in the moments you need it most. Peterson-Volker Funeral Chapel and Cremation Service in Chippewa Falls. Learn more at petersonvolker.com. That's petersonvolker.com. Just over 2 minutes to go here. Opening quarter, Chi-Hi trailing 7-0. Stevens Point on the march, 3rd and 10 from the Cardinals 29. So you figure easily 4-down territory here. 3 receivers to the right. Breitbach rolling to his right. Looks like a keeper the whole way and fakes past the 25-yard line.
Looked like he got the first down, though. Interesting that he didn't attack it. I mean, granted, they've got a good offense for 4th and 1, but I don't know why he didn't dive forward.
Looks to be maybe a yard short. Allen, you probably would have a better perspective on that far side.
You know, I am very close to it here, but I couldn't tell from my angle if he got there or not.
Yeah,
he
stepped out. It's 4th and 1. We got another 9-yard gain, though.
Northwestern.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter and proud to support local athletics. Chi-Hi looking for some strength from their defense here. 4th and 1 from the 20-yard line. Direct snap right up the middle, and
that'll definitely give it to him. About 2 or 3 yard gain.
So the Panthers move the sticks. Clock continues trickling downward. 7-0 Stevens Point. Chi-Hi, if you're just joining us, had a promising drive that was cut short in Panther territory by a fumble.
You know, they run their quarterback quite a bit, and they run him up the middle quite a bit. He's not afraid to make contact. That's why I'm just a little surprised that he stepped out a yard before on that other play.
Single receivers left and right, give to Roth right up the middle. He's hit, and he's twisted down inside the 20-yard line, right near the line of scrimmage at the 18.
We sure could have used that one on the last play, but now it's a 2nd and 10.
Saw Josiah Eisenberger, the 6'2", 245-pound senior, in on that play, among others.
Stevens Point looks like maybe one more play in this quarter. The quarter is going to be all Stevens Point so far. 11 rushes, 4 passes, only 1 incomplete pass.
I think the big question everyone's wondering is, usually there's a 1-minute break between quarters. Will the refs give us that much?
Yeah, the timeout was definitely 30 seconds or less.
3 receivers to the left, now motioning into the backfield, and we may have a timeout by Stevens Point. You know what? We're going to hedge our bets here, and we'll say we're back in 30 seconds on WOGO Sports. Back in half a minute. This is Chi-Hi Football on WOGO, live from Stevens Point.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Stevens Point coming out of the timeouts with 29 seconds to play in the opening quarter.
So indeed, right now we're sitting at about 48 seconds. I don't know if the ref is going to give that full minute. Both teams are ready to play, and the whistle is blown. So here we go.
They're just hot. 2nd and 10 from the Chi-Hi 18 for the Panthers, leading 7-0. Final half minute of the opening quarter. Breitbach right now flanked by 2 tailbacks with 2 receivers to his left. Ball on the far hash. Flip left side, trying to turn the corner at the 20-yard line. Big collision at the 15. Nice hit that time for Chi-Hi
that time
and Gavin
does
Schiltz.
not let him go. Beautiful hit.
And that may take us to the end of the first quarter, so we'll step out and take a 60-second break. WOGO Sports back in 1 minute.
My name is Carrie Kelm, and I'm a proud 1993 graduate of Chippewa Falls High School and the owner of Kelm Law Firm in downtown Chippewa Falls. Our firm specializes in family law, including divorce, custody and placement issues, and adoption, as well as criminal defense and restraining orders. With over 2 decades of experience, Kelm Law Firm has the playbook you need for success in the courtroom. Call or text 715-210-8699 for a consultation. For the best defense off the field, call Kelm Law Firm.
20 below. Foot of snow. What? Oh, man. A dream?
If you're daydreaming about blizzards because your air conditioning just can't keep up, call Wurzgala Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. The pros from Wurzgala can turn that blazing hot home cool and comfortable. Call 839-0707 or go to wurzgala.com.
Chi-Hi football on WOGO Sports. Caleb Swenson, Dave Check, Alan Dunham with you. As the second quarter begins, 3rd and 6 from the 14-yard line.
Stevens Point right now, interestingly enough, has exactly 61 yards of passing and 61 yards of rushing.
Very balanced. Well, don't delay. Bid today at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction. They sell anything and everything from vehicles, heavy equipment, collectibles, and more. Bid, buy, and sell with Wisconsin Surplus. WisconsinSurplus.com. That's WisconsinSurplus.com. Breitbach gives to Roth right up the middle. Roth fighting his way down to about the 12-yard line and will get no further on 3rd and 6. So 4th and about 4 coming up. And we'll see what Coach Eisenberger elects to do with a 7-0 lead.
He's got the distance in his kicker as well.
Go for a 2-possession advantage. We'll roll the dice a bit here on another 4th and 4.
If they roll the dice and get this one, this could really put the heat on the Cardinals. It looks like they're definitely rolling the dice.
So Breitbach with the single receiver to the left, twin receivers to the right from the gun. Sophomore calls for the ball. Floats it left side into the end zone. Got him in, and is he out of bounds?
He's out of bounds.
He is out of bounds, and it's a turnover on downs.
That was a big play for both teams. The receiver caught the ball just a little bit out of bounds. So the pass was there, the catch was there, but boy, the Cardinals got lucky that he just ran out of real estate at the last minute, because number 13 for Stevens Point, that is Sam Kanowski, he had that touchdown.
And Allen, nice job using the boundary as an extra defender for the Cards.
Yeah, that was a nice job of the DB. You know, that's what you got to do is just crowd him out and use that sideline to your advantage, but a little more body awareness, and that would have been a touchdown.
Now we got to see how long it's going to be before the Cardinals have their first pass. Probably not a very good position to pass right now.
Second drive of the game, give right up the middle and bashing and turning his way past the 20-yard line and up to the 23.
That's number 37 with his first carry. Who is that?
Tyler Benke, 5'10", 185-pound junior. And Benke saw a decent amount of action last year at the running back position for Chi-Hi as a sophomore.
Take it out to the 24-yard line. Nice run there.
1st and 10. Again, the majority of Chi-Hi's plays have actually resulted in first downs. Talon Schiltz, give off the right side. I believe that's Benke again, nosing his way across the 25-yard line up maybe to the 27.
Tyler Benke with the carry. Langlois
that last Cardinal first down brought to you by Ashley Construction, your first choice for a custom home. Learn more at ashleyconstruction.co. That's ashleyconstruction.co.
big stop on Stevens Point's drive, and you can see Chi-High willing to take their time here. I think that was a 14-play drive that would have been devastating for the Cardinals if they would have punched it in.
Chi-High flip left side. That's Smith. Smith with a burst of speed across the 35-yard line, upended at the 37, but that's a first down.
Yeah, Smith had one man to beat there, and he was gone. Nice opening, good hole for Smith.
A tantalizing taste of the speed of Jalen Smith, Allen, we're seeing. I mean, again, missing some of the speed of Jackson LeMay and Jackson Boland from last year, but Chi-High still has some burners back there.
That's right, and you were just kind of waiting for his opportunity to get some carries, and this is going to be the year for him.
1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Double wing, double tight formation, so familiar for Chi-High. Schiltz under center, give to Banky. Banky picking his way to the 40-yard line, and he is loose. Banky 50, 45, 40, inside the 40 to the 39-yard line, moves the sticks again for your Chippewa Falls Cardinals.
Banky coming out screaming here in this second series for the Cardinals, all the way down to the 40-yard line. So that's a 23-yard gain.
Holly Bovey of Coldwell Banker Bernizer Realtors has been helping people move in the Chippewa Valley for 25 years. You can call Holly at 715-577-HOME, visit hollybovey.com, or find Holly on Facebook. Second foray into Panther territory for the Cards. Flip off the left side. There's a little bit of a room, and spinning and loose. 15-10, 5 to the end zone. Touchdown, Chippewa Falls. Gavin Schiltz to the house with a pirouette.
Yeah, that was an absolutely beautiful move right there. Lineman not only gave him a seam, but he had a wonderful spin move to open it up the rest of them. You just wonder how healthy he's going to stay when the big old fellow, number 66 there, in the end picks him up. I think he threw him about 3 feet off the ground. Is that 66 or 68?
Probably Noah King, I'm guessing.
He's a pretty excited big fella out there. That's a little guy you're throwing around.
First touchdown of the season for Chi-High.
That's
courtesy
a
of Gavin
40-yard
Schiltz.
gain. Exciting, and now he's out there to kick the extra point.
Do everything junior. Gavin Schiltz. We've seen him on defense as well. 9:10 to play, opening half. Snap, spot, kick to the uprights, and we are tied at 7 and back in 60 seconds. Chi-High football on WOGO Sports.
On the court, the field, and the ice, leaders stand out. They innovate, inspire, and win at the highest level. And at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, they are the unquestioned leaders in orthopedic, brain, and spine care. Whether it's surgery to get your athlete back in the game or managing chronic pain so you can enjoy life again, call Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Altoona and Chippewa Falls, with a new and improved clinic and surgery center now open in Rice Lake. Book your appointment at cvosm.com.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
We are tied up at 7 here in Stevens Point. Gavin Schiltz, perhaps the first of many touchdowns this season for the junior. Accounts for all 7 points, the 6 and then the PAT. The run up and the kick for Chi-High. Line drive picked up at the 14-yard line, straight ahead 20-25, and a crowd of white jerseys pulls down the return man for Stevens Point at the 30.
So the Chi-High Cardinals in pretty good position here, considering the 2 series so far by Stevens Point to be tied here. But in all fairness, the Berger defense is known for their adjustments at halftime and what they can do. So look for a lot of adjustments that put us in a pretty good position in the second half.
9:03 remaining in the first half. 7-7 ball game. 1st and 10, Stevens Point from the 32. Again, Chi-High moved the ball effectively on their first drive, but turned it over via fumble in Panther territory. Turnover on downs stymied the second drive for Stevens Point after they scored on their first. Give off the left side. Chi-High not fooled. Loss of maybe 2 on the play. Alan, I think you might have a better view of who was first in there. I think number 55 was the first name I saw, Josiah Eisenberger.
Yeah, then 45 Garrett's again has been really active at from the linebacker spot.
There's a history of impact linebackers, Dave, in this Chi-Hi defense.
Yeah, no doubt Coach Berger has had a lot of talent to work with, but those kids are doing a good job in this system and learning well from their coach as well.
A lot of youth on both sides here tonight. Both teams replacing some talent. Each went 6-4 last year. Breitbach rolling out to his right. Being chased, goes left side. Man diving near the Stevens Point sideline and making the catch with a toe tap. Nicely done by Tegan Schmidt, 6-foot junior receiver.
On the sideline.
There's a ball
About 5
down
yards
to
shy of a first down.
38.
Third down for the Panthers.
8-yard gain.
Need 13 to go here in the first half. Tied at 7 apiece on WOGO Sports. Again, if you're listening on the radio, 103.1 FM AM 680, WOGO.com. Remember, you can watch the live video stream now. WOGO Sports on YouTube. Two receivers to the left. Breitbach in the backfield. Chi-Hi showing pressure. They'll bring it up the middle. Delayed give, bowling his way across the 40-yard line, close to a first down. Ellinger up to the 43.5. That will move the sticks for the Panthers. Fighting for Chippewa Falls on the field as a coach in the courtroom. The man to my left, to my right rather, Dave Check in the Check Law Office, making you part of the team.
Guess it depends on how you look at it. I mean, we're sitting here on film now, so it could be the guy on your left.
It might be. I think we sat opposite when we were doing basketball games. Breitbach on 1st and 10. Give off the right side, delayed in the backfield, and stormed under.
Nice. That's number, is that 82? Looks like
Eisenberger finished him off, but I think it was
82, Gus Karani, who held him for a shoestring.
And I want to give some credit to Ryan Zenner as well, the sophomore.
Yeah, Karani had the go-go gadget arm there and got a shirt tail, and he hung on for dear life until the rest of the team came to the rescue.
Gain of just 1, 2nd and 9 for Stevens Point on their home field. Chi-Hi will receive the opening kickoff of the second half. Breitbach takes a shotgun snap, goes right side, got a man at the 50-yard line trying to dance, losing his footing and falling down right at midfield is number 12, Johnny Ananitis.
It's like a 7-yard gain on that catch.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now the other 49.
So now into Chi-Hi territory.
Now Stevens Point taking a little more time. Probably trying to run this clock down to 0. 6.5 minutes, they can certainly do it with the offense that they've had.
Coach Rakovic still has a pocket full of timeouts. Coach Eisenberger for Stevens Point has used 2 of his 3 allotted. Breitbach keeps it himself right up the middle. He will drive forward for a first down just inside the 45-yard line down to the 44. Well, the technicians at your local employee-owned Kurth Heating and Cooling are the experts when it comes to keeping your home comfortable all throughout the year. Kurth Heating and Cooling.
You know, it's really interesting getting my first look seeing Karani out there. Last time I saw him at their house when his older brother played, I think he was in about 2nd grade at the time, about 10 years ago. Wow. He's grown up quite a bit.
Halfway through the second quarter, Chi-Hi and Stevens Point tied at 7 apiece. Touchdown pass for Breitbach opened the scoring. Gavin Schultz with a 40-yard romp for Chi-Hi. Pump fake, going deep down the right sideline, overshooting everybody as Breitbach that time, maybe a little miscommunication.
We got a flag on the play. I did not see that play coming. I honestly thought Stevens Point was going to just try to run this down to 0. They were successful on the ground. The timing was right. But I don't know what they're going to call on this flag here. Looks like they're marching it
Ineligible
illegal.
man downfield. Against Stevens Point. Give us time to remind you that don't delay. You can bid today at Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction. They sell anything and everything from vehicles, heavy equipment, collectibles, and more. Bid, buy, and sell with Wisconsin Surplus. That's wisconsinsurplus.com. Wisconsinsurplus.com. The sun is mercifully fading behind the trees across the way here at Goerke Field.
So that's a 5-yard penalty. gives up the, we're at the 49 a little while ago. They're back to the 49. This time it's 1st and 15.
Breitbach again from the gun. 3 receivers. Breitbach keeping himself up the middle. Hurdles one man. Flags on the play. Colin Clary in very quickly to pull him down after he crosses the 45-yard line.
You know, it's an interesting decision that was given to Coach Berger there, because you have the choice on an incomplete pass of either having 2nd and 10 with this offense out there, or 1st and 15. He decided to move him back. That's a tough call. A tough call with how powerful their offense is to give them an extra play. But you got to move them back, and hopefully it pays off, and we got another one marching them back here.
So they will march off a holding penalty. And that should take the Panthers all the way back to their 39-yard line. No, actually, they're going to mark it at the 41, excuse me.
Well, we're on the other side of the field now, so all the way back. Still, we are looking at 1st and 25 right now.
Luke Thompson had really nice pressure, and I don't know if the hold was against him, but he was getting good pressure on that play.
So Breitbach now a 1st and 25. 2 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. The sophomore signal caller. Delayed give right up the middle. Picking his way across the 45-yard line, stormed down at the 46 is Ellinger.
You got a player with a helmet off, which blows the play dead right there. It'll be interesting to see if the refs mark the ball any different than where the...
Among others.
They'll say the 46, so a gain of 5, so 2nd and 20 coming up. Clock at 5:12 right now. Don't miss Customer Appreciation Day that's coming up in a few weeks at Quality Propane in Chippewa Falls, September 18th from 3 to 6 p.m. Free food, prizes, sign up on site for contracts for the heating season to make sure you're ready for the Wisconsin winter ahead. Customer Appreciation Day is Thursday, September 18th from 3 to 6 p.m. at Quality Propane in Chippewa Falls. Appreciate them so much. Just one of our stalwart supporters of Chi-High McDonald Athletics here in WOGO. 2nd and 20 for Stevens Point from Goerke Field. Breitbach back to pass. He's looking for it all. Going deep down the right sideline. Got a man open over the shoulder catch. What a beauty inside the 15-yard line and down to the 10. Laying out for that one. Number 12, Johnny Ananitis, one of their leading returning receivers from last year.
43-yard gain on that play.
Smash gets it all back. And then some. Still tied at 7.
Yeah, and he's been getting behind the Chi-High defense the entire time. That time, he got a perfect pass from his quarterback, and now we're back to the passing game, 119 yards, the running game, 78.
4:17 and counting. 7-7 ball game. Breitbach from the shotgun. Calls his own number off the right side. He's hit inside the 10-yard line at the 8. Dragged down Gavin Schultz, who's in the area for Chi-High. Also looked like Lucas Swope, the 6'5 sophomore.
4-yard gain. Looks like the ref called temporary timeout. I don't think anybody else did. Now we're running it. Stevens Point's going to take this clock down probably as far as they can on each play here. They're definitely going to try to score, but if they can take as much time off the clock, they don't want to get Chi-High's offense on the field with over 2 minutes.
So the clock at 3:40. Breitbach from the gun with a tailback to his right. 2 receivers wide to the left. Ball in the near hash. Breitbach delays, keeping himself, reversing field inside the 5-yard line, carrying tacklers with him inside the 3, down to the 2.
Another 5-yard
very
gain.
close to a first down, might be just shy.
For the Cardinals.
They can get 1 first down here at the 1-yard line.
Well, at Wynn Family Dentistry, Dr. Daniel Wynn, Dr. Annie McLaughlin, and their team are honored to be part of the Chippewa Falls community. Wynn Family Dentistry, proud to support Chi-High Athletics. Under 3 minutes to go first half. Stevens Point 7, Chi-High 7, but the Panthers are threatening. 3rd and 1 from the Chippewa Falls 2-yard line. Breitbach from the gun. Single receivers wide left and right. Breitbach calls it himself. Left side. He will dash to the end zone. Almost untouched. Ball is loose, but he crossed the goal line. Touchdown Stevens Point. It is 13-7 with 2:41 to play. The only bright side of that is Chi-High has a pocket full of timeouts and good amount of time to get down the field.
Yeah, this will be Chi-Hi's third drive. Stevens Point's had 3 drive. Going to look at the number of plays here that they've had. Only had 3 offensive series for Stevens Point. One a 4-play touchdown drive, the other one a 14-play drive, and it looks like this one was about 13 plays.
And Alan Breitbach certainly is showing his ability as a runner and a thrower. Snap, spot, kick is good. 14-7, Chi-Hi trailing by a touchdown. We're back in 60 seconds on WOGO.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
Looking for a little more comfort in your life? Call the experts at Kurth Heating and Cooling, your local employee-owned factory-authorized carrier dealer. Kurth technicians are the authorities at getting peak performance from your heating and cooling system. You could even find yourself saving money on your energy bill. They work on most brands of equipment, so call Kurth first. They have ways of making you very comfortable. Turn to the experts. Kurth Heating and Cooling.
Chi-Hi football here at Stevens Point as the lights have come on at Goerke Field. 14-7, the home team, Stevens Point. Run up in a left-footed boot. Fielded by Jalen Smith at the 4-yard line. Smith picking his way behind his blocking at the 20-yard line, past the 25, shoots forward near the 27, maybe the 28.
So good field position for the Cardinals. 2:33. You know we need to use this with the offensive powerhouse of Stevens Point. Let's see how potent the Chi-Hi offense can be right here. Plenty of time. You know, they don't have to start out passing. 2 minutes, 33 seconds. They got all 3 timeouts.
And Allen, again, we've seen a lot of different ball carriers for the Cards so far.
They have to have a good tempo here. They can run the ball, but they got to have a good tempo and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Talon Schultz sending a man in motion from the double wing. Give to the fullback. Gain of maybe a couple.
So it's Luke Zenner. Give him 2. Let's see what kind of tempo Chi-Hi has here.
Zenner on the carry for the Cardinal. Brought down.
Number of how many ball carriers Chi-Hi has so far, but is it 6 if I'm looking over your shoulder right at the
6,
stat sheet?
Yep, all relatively spread out. Benke, Zenner, and Smith all have 3 carries to lead the Cardinals.
Gain of 2 there for Zenner, so 2nd and 8 from their own 29 for Chi-Hi. As we trickle under 2 minutes to go in the first half, whistles blow. And
That
Chi-Hi
hurts.
takes
That
a timeout.
A little bit of confusion there. That timeout is going to be a needed play here.
We'll step out and take a 30-second break to make sure we're back in time, back in half a minute on WOGO.
Location. It's very important. But what happens when you can't get to the glass repair shop to fix your windshield? Call White City Glass. They'll come to you. It doesn't matter if you're in Abbotsford, Arcadia, Rice Lake, or Hudson, or any place in between. They've installed thousands of windshields in thousands of places for 50 years. They know what they're doing. It's your car. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you insist on White City Glass.
White City Glass.
Chi-Hi football on WOGO Sports. Caleb Swenson, Dave Check, Alan Dunham. Our coverage tonight brought to you in part by Nicolet Bank. Visit your local Nicolet Bank team in Eau Claire or Lake Hallie and anytime at nicoletbank.com. Go Cards from Nicolet Bank. Sam Aberley, our video producer. Dawson Halverson, our audio producer at the WOGO home base in Hallie. Chi-Hi pulls out the crisscross for the first time. Stevens Point has seen that one a lot on this field, including very famously in overtime. Give up to about the 32-yard line. Cards right back on the line of scrimmage with 3rd and long.
3 yards for Gavin Schultz on that play. Chi-Hi going to see what they can get here on 3rd down. If they get a first down, the tempo is going to go a lot quicker.
Flip right side, that's Banky. Banky trying to turn the corner. He'll find a crease. Big hit right at the stick, and he's cut down about a yard short.
Not a great spot for him for his forward progress, but they're
Ryan Eisenberger dashing onto the field to call timeout.
Interesting play. Non-conference game here. Let's see what the Cardinals do down 7. We got the ball in the second half. Are the Cardinals going to go for it and punish Stevens Point for calling a timeout?
We'll find out in 30 seconds on WOGO.
I'm Luke Lucier.
And I'm Dana Lucier.
And at Peterson-Volker Funeral Chapel and Cremation Services, we are honored to serve our Chippewa Falls community.
In life's hardest times, we are there for you and your family. No one should walk through grief alone.
At Peterson-Volker, we know that every life is unique.
Which is why we create a personalized service to honor their legacy.
Compassion and kindness in the moments you need it most.
Learn more at petersonvolker.com.
That's petersonvolker.com.
Whether
This is Chi High Football on WOGO Sports. The Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their team of highly trained sports medicine, orthopedic surgeons, and athletic trainers will get you back in the game in Altoona and Chippewa Falls with the new clinic and surgery center in Rice Lake. Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Chi High going for it here on 4th and a yard.
I like this call. This is a gutsy call on the part of Chi High. Stevens Point did not see it coming, calling that timeout.
Double wing formation. Talon Schultz under center. Turns, flips right side. Got a man across the 40-yard line for a first down.
Big play, gutsy
up to the
call.
41.
Give him a 5-yard carry for Talon Schultz.
Gavin Schultz, I believe, was the one who ended up with it.
That's his 3rd carry, of course, with that big 40-yard touchdown. Now the Cardinals are going to need to have a little bit more tempo, probably open it up a little bit more. Still coming out double wing under center.
Ball will be snapped right around a minute to go. Banky in motion left to right. Schultz in trouble, and he's rolled down back to the 33-yard line. We might have been seeing our first pass there. Timeout called by Chi High. Back in 60 seconds on WOGO.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation, residential, commercial, or industrial. Choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Building a custom home can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be. At Ashley Construction, we make the process seamless and enjoyable. With 3D drafting, thoughtful design, accurate estimates, and expert guidance from start to finish, we take the stress out of building your dream home. Our innovative processes and the latest technology ensure a fun and rewarding experience. Our talented team of experts is dedicated to creating your high-quality custom home. Enjoy the full design build experience right here in the Chippewa Valley. Contact Ashley Construction today to get started.
55 seconds to go in the first half. Chi High trailing 14-7. Probably not going to gamble a lot here because they will receive the second half kickoff. But back to pass for the first time is Talon Schultz. He's flushed out to his left. Rolling left, darts it to Gavin Schultz. Gavin spinning up to the 42-yard line past the original line of scrimmage, gets the sack yardage back, plus a yard. Chi High presumably will take their last time out here. They will. And we will take a minute break and be back in 60 seconds.
The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, now with 5 membership branches in Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, and Menominee, a tennis center, a sports center, 2 early learning communities, and Camp Manitou. Join our community and discover your why. The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley. Visit ymca-cv.org or stop in for a tour at any of our convenient locations today. That's ymca-cv.org. See you at the Y.
You've got big financial goals, so you need the right banking team and a strategic game plan to get you there. That's where Nicolet Bank comes in, the team with a winning record of helping individuals and business owners like you achieve financial success. Whether you're aiming to score your dream home or put up points for your business, we're here to help you win. Get started at NicoletBank.com. Real people, real conversations. Nicolet Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Schiltz rolling out to his right, looking for a man, got him right near the first down.
At the sticks, that's a good spot. That should be a first down.
6'3", 200-pound junior tight end. 2 for 2 is Talon Schiltz. He hasn't thrown till the final minute of the first half. Had some good mustard on that one.
So it's going to be a 9-yard gain for a first down. And that was to number 2.
That was Owen Munson. First time we've called his name, I believe, tonight. 38 seconds left. Chi High, no timeouts, trailing 14-7. Going spread here. Schiltz goes left side, got Jalen Smith. Little tunnel screen. Jalen Smith across the 45-yard line down to the 43. Chi High's going to have to move.
Brought down by Rocek and Sager for the Panthers.
And Alan, we've heard Coach Rajkovic talking about how they got to adjust the offense to their talent, and that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to get the ball in the number one. That's a good play every time.
High snap, Schiltz easily retrieves it. Now he's going to tuck it down and run across the 40-yard line. Tries to dance out of a tackle, still loose at the 40 outside the numbers. Schiltz scampers to the sideline, has the first down.
Flag coming
late flag
way
comes
from
in.
the other side.
And we'll see if this is a late hit. Chi High might have a good chance for a heave here with 6 seconds left.
Quadri on the field.
It looked like Schiltz, Allen, was able to dance for that first down, showing off his speed once again.
Yeah, he did. Did a great job of getting to the out of bounds, and that's going to be on offense, though.
An illegal blindside block if you didn't hear it.
Even if this drive doesn't gain any points here and the clock's going to run out on them, I think they've seen if they can get Gavin rolling out, you got a nice pass run option for him with his quickness, and he's proven to be a good enough passer to make some good completions on this drive.
So 6 seconds left, but second and quite long for Chi High. And again, they will be receiving the opening kickoff of the second half, trailing 14-7. If this score doesn't change, that's exactly what we had at halftime last year at DeRay. We all know what happened last time. Schiltz back to pass. Fires right side and is intercepted at the 30-yard line, down the sideline at midfield. Loose at the 45, breaking another tackle, the 40-yard line, taken down at the 36. That was Ananias. We called his name a lot. He ends the half with a bang for Stevens Point, but no harm done on the scoreboard. Chi High will receive the second half kickoff. We'll step out and be back in 3.5 minutes here on WOGO Sports. Thank you for joining us live from Stevens Point. Caleb Swenson, Dave Check, Alan Dunham. We're back in 3.5 with halftime stats, highlights, analysis, and more. At the break, Stevens Point leads Chippewa Falls 14-7. We're back after this on WOGO Sports.
My name is Carrie Kelm, and I'm a proud 1993 graduate of Chippewa Falls High School and the owner of Kelm Law Firm in downtown Chippewa Falls. Our firm specializes in family law, including divorce, custody and placement issues, and adoption, as well as criminal defense and restraining orders. With over 2 decades of experience, Kelm Law Firm has the playbook you need for success in the courtroom. Call or text 715-210-8699 for a consultation. For the best defense off the field, call Kelm Law Firm.
20 below. Foot of snow. What? Oh, man. A dream?
If you're daydreaming about blizzards because your air conditioning just can't keep up, call Wurzgala Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. The pros from Wurzgala can turn that blazing hot home cool and comfortable. Call 839-0707 or go to wurzgala.com.
Metropolis Resort is turning 20, and we're celebrating all summer long. Special park deals, hotel deals, weekly giveaways, and one epic grand prize you won't believe. We're giving away a car. Learn more about our 20-year celebration at metropolisresort.com and help us celebrate 20 years in the Chippewa Valley all summer long.
Metropolis Resort. MetropolisResort.com.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
From businesses to homes, rental properties to ATVs, think Mauer Sperry Insurance in Chippewa Falls. Family run for 4 generations, Mauer Sperry Insurance is one of the oldest insurance agencies in the country, with coverage you can count on from a local team you trust. As an independent insurance agency, we find the companies that best fit your family's needs and budget. Based in Chippewa Falls, Mauer Sperry Insurance Agency, protecting people, empowering businesses. Learn more and get a quote at MauerINS.com.
Looking for a little more comfort in your life? Call the experts at Kurth Heating and Cooling, your local employee-owned factory-authorized carrier dealer. Kurth technicians are the authorities at getting peak performance from your heating and cooling system. You could even find yourself saving money on your energy bill. They work on most brands of equipment, so call Kurth first. They have ways of making you very comfortable. Turn to the experts, Kurth Heating and Cooling.
Hi, this is Dave Check, attorney and owner of the Check Law Office. I've been a part of the Chippewa Falls community for most of my life. It's where I grew up and where I started my practice. My motto at the Check Law Office has always been to provide people with the same legal service that I would expect if my own family needed an attorney. You meet with me directly and you are treated like part of the team. My goal has always been to get problems solved as efficiently and inexpensively as possible. I have proudly fought for Chippewa Falls on the field, as a coach, and as an attorney. Don't hesitate to add the Check Law Office to your team.
Shy High football at WOGO Sports. At the break, it is 14-7 Stevens Point. Caleb Spence, Dave Check, Alan Dunham with you. Dawson Halverson at the WOGO studios in Halle, Sam Averly, our video producer. Quick note for those watching on Facebook or YouTube, we are going to intentionally disconnect for a moment here. We're going to intentionally disconnect so that we can reconnect at a higher resolution so it will just look gorgeous on your big screen TV, so we can reconnect at 1080p. So we are going to intentionally disconnect, so you will need to shortly refresh your browser. So again, this is intentional that we are disconnecting. Don't think we lost it. So that will be coming up shortly here, and of course you can stay